How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Caddison here as we get into another episode of Supernatural with episode 3 for season 4. It's been a great couple of episodes so far, especially with the processing of Dean's return, thanks to Castiel, and the fact that we dealt with one of the 66 seals being broken by Lilith in the last episode, with some returning faces, of course, but it was a very, very sinister experience for Dean, Bobby, and Sam. So, yeah, and yeah, intense stuff all around, even after we dealt with the spirits. Because we had Castiel, I would say, giving a bit of a reality check, I would say, to Dean. It was really, really intense, and Castiel basically not fucking around here, so... yeah, I am excited to see where the future of this season's gonna go. So with that said, let's get into episode number 3 of season 4 for Supernatural. Let's go. Oh no. Dean.
Hello, Dean. What were you dreaming about?
Castiel, what the You don't just appear like that, come on!
Nice threads. You know, Sonny and Cher broke up, right?
Wait.
And Cher broke up?
Are we back in time? We're back in time, aren't we? Holy shit! 1970, oh my god! Castiel!
Hey, Winchester. Son of a bitch. How you doing, Corporal?
Hey, Mr. Dean. I heard you were back. A little while now.
John?
Good to have you home, John. Damn good.
Dad?
Never mind, we just... never mind, we just had a Back to the Future moment, but... oh, shit!
Time is fluid, Dean. It's not easy, but we can bend it on occasion.
We'll bend it back.
Big ball
Well, tell me
of
what the hell
wibbly
I'm doing
wobbly,
here.
I told you.
timey-wimey stuff.
You have to stop it.
Stop what? Huh? What is there, something nasty after my dad?
For fuck's sake.
Come on, what are you, allergic to straight answers, you son of a bitch?
Yeah, he's cryptic. He's cryptic as fuck.
John Winchester. Thanks.
Oh my goodness.
And
Dean
thank you.
Van Halen. Oh, this is surreal.
Maybe wherever you are, Mom is a babe.
Oh, for Christ. It's Back to the Future.
Again.
I should just talk to you.
My dad's being my dad, John. It's not you.
How's it not me? He's been like this for how many years?
He's just protecting.
Just badass.
Are you a hunter?
Holy shit. So Mary was a fucking hunter. And that's where John probably... holy shit.
I'm Deanna. You've met my husband Samuel. Now wash up.
Samuel and Deanna?
Dean,
Really?
First time in
Deanna.
Lawrence, Dean?
Sam.
Well,
Oh.
it's been a while. I'm sure I've changed. I think.
Oh, my heart.
Wiltshire got tangled up in a combine a few towns over.
That kind of thing happens.
So why was he on in the first place when his crops are all dead?
Demonic omens?
That's what I gotta
Sounds...
find out.
yeah.
What about the rest of town?
Sounds
Did
intriguing.
you find anything on the web? Of information that you have assembled?
Behind with the times.
Storms, maybe.
I see you beat me here.
The Lord is funny that way. Beth Wiltshire,
What kind
this
of work
is my
alone?
associate, our senior priest, Father Cheney.
Please accept our deepest condolences on behalf
Dean
of the
and
county
Sam.
diocese.
Though not the duo you were
Miss Wiltshire was
expecting.
just telling me all about Tom.
For a moment, I could have sworn.
What, that they were black? Or red, maybe?
No. They were yellow. Pale
No.
yellow.
No, not yellow eyes. Surely not.
I heard about the cold. Used to tell it to Mary as a bedtime story.
Oh, it's real.
Bedtime stories can be real. What
I
world
say
do we
that it
operate
is.
on?
You got some kind of a crystal ball telling you where this demon's gonna be?
Yeah, maybe I do.
Shit.
You seem like a really nice kid, Dean, but yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah, maybe.
Bunt.
But I know where this bastard's gonna be, and I'm gonna stop it.
Before, like,
Once and for all.
oh, this is gonna have implications though if he went through with it. Because we all know how Azazel, yeah, fucked around with the Winchesters,
Sure
Mary's
enough.
death.
I love John, and
Oh,
And what?
I want to get out. This
the
job,
hunting.
this life. I hate it.
On November 2nd, 1983.
he's gonna tell. Oh no.
Don't get out of bed. No matter what you hear or what you see,
Just in case he doesn't kill Azazel.
promise me you won't get out of bed.
Oh. Oh my god, Dean.
Okay.
But these are my parents. I'm not gonna let them die again.
There's a chance.
But not if I can stop it.
What is his really, buddy? He just listens to half of Dean's speech and he's like, peace. Happy, all good.
There's some hunters in Lawrence. The Campbells.
Never heard of them.
That's where
You
she'll
will.
be.
Just in 10 years, I'm going to come to you.
Fuck
and
you.
ask for something then.
Fuck you.
What?
Nothing you'll miss.
Fuck you. Nice. Oh, not nice.
Hello there.
General Azazel. I mean, you can't kill her. Oh.
I like you. You've got a lot of spunk.
Oh no.
You know, maybe today, probably years from now, but it's happening, trust me.
So what are you, some kind of a psychic now too?
No, that's his brother.
No. All right, listen to me. Now, this is gonna sound a little... Actually, it's gonna sound massively, massively crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna say, I'm from the future.
Mary's
Hey.
my mother.
Here, let me see it.
No way. No fucking way.
Sorry, I don't let anybody hold it.
Nah, no.
Nothing personal.
Not Sam.
Especially when it's me you're trying to kill. You one of my psychic kids?
This is so...
Not you.
Oh no.
Maybe you got a sis. Or a bro.
Oh
That's
no,
terrific.
he's attained all the shit.
Means it all worked out. After all, it's why I'm here.
So that's what this is about. These deals you're making are gonna kill you.
Right.
Now that I'd like to see. Maybe not
Well,
today,
well.
but you look into my eyes, you son of a bitch. Because I'm the one that kills you.
Spoiler alert. Oh, you bastard! Oh my god, this is all turned into a shit show.
Mary!
Oh no.
Hey, take it easy.
Wait, what? Whoa! Hey, whoa!
You killed him.
Well, not just John, sweetie pie.
What?
Mommy and Daddy, too. Now, look, we both said some things that we regret. Let's,
They're gonna make a deal, aren't they? Because
kiss
John...
and make up. I'll tell you what. I'll arrange to have Loverboy here brought back breathing.
Oh, no.
My parents, too.
Nope. Sorry, doll, it's not on the table. Here's I need to swing by your house for a little something, that's all.
For what?
Relax.
No way. Fucking hell.
As long as I'm not interrupted, nobody gets hurt. I promise.
Oh my god. She's gonna succeed. Because otherwise, Dean and Sam are, this literally is back. Oh my god, this is gross. This is gross.
No!
What in the fucking fuck? Holy shit, I was not... No, I was not prepared for that.
We know what Azazel did to your brother. What we don't know is why, what his endgame is. He went to great lengths to cover that up.
Yeah.
And we're not sure where it leads. So stop it,
Stop it.
or we will.
To be continued. I don't fucking like that. Oh my god. All paths, all roads lead to the same destination, but that one is a bit obscure. Wow, that episode fucked me up. Because I mean, I feel like Dean was always never going to be successful in terms of getting rid of Yellow Eyes, because obviously that changes so much in terms of the supernatural lore. But John dying was not on my radar. But I guess it has to come from somewhere, doesn't it? This whole sacrificial act that Sam and Dean have going on, all that jazz. Nah, John, the moment John's, like, neck just did a 180, I was trying to, yeah. And then obviously it would click 10 years, because otherwise that's gonna look, that's gonna look real bad for Dean and Sam's future, so. But I guess also in regards to naming their children, Mary wanted to name her children after her grandparents who became tragic victims as well. Oh my god. One of the best episodes. So we're good after that episode, right? I don't like the fact that it ended on a TBC as well. I mean, just to make this, yeah. As if this episode wasn't already hectic enough, we've now got to brace ourselves. I mean, we have to anyways, because of the fact that, now we kind of have an idea in terms of, where things are going to go. With Castiel saying that you needed to learn about Sam. And that there is this end game. There is a bit of ambiguity there, of course. But Dean is getting it a bit further in terms of knowing what is needed in terms of his comeback. In terms of him being very fundamental in terms of saving Sam, because otherwise the drastic force is going to be used, and it doesn't help that Sam's obviously with Ruby, which is going to, like, this I feel like next episode is where the fireworks are definitely gonna yeah. Holy shit, though. I mean, I don't even know where to start in regards to talking about this episode, because there is so much to digest in regards to Mary, how she was apologetic. Now we know she was apologetic to Sam, and yeah. Oh, that all of that path about that bargain that she made with Azazel, and yeah, that's how Sam that's how Sam's path was that was the path that, well, I wouldn't say that was the path that that was the moment that lit the spark in terms of the bargaining, but it was the, I guess, the pivotal piece, really, because John died. That moment fucked me up, because it was just really, really insane. But yeah, I'll get onto that in a moment. But the icing on the cake, the thing that really kickstarted it, was Dean just coming out with all the spoilers, really, to who he assumed was his grandfather. But Azazel was just soaking this in and being like, interesting. And it's like, when you digest that Azazel has just acquired this information, it's like, fuck, shit, fuck, Dean inadvertently caused all of this to happen. Not to put the blame on Dean whatsoever in terms of, this is all Dean's fault or whatever, but I mean, this is the kicker. Dean made all of that mention about, well, this is what happens to Mary, all that jazz, and Azazel's like, good to know. But the thing that's interesting about what Dean did, not just that, but, you know, the Impala and all of that, bootstrap paradox, that was really, really great. I was just thinking, so how did he get the car? But the interesting thing is, Castiel made a mention about, well, all paths lead to the same road. That destiny is I guess, a constant, really. So does that mean Dean was always the cause for this to kind of happen? If that's what, if Castiel makes a mention about the fact that destiny's static, basically, was Dean always supposed to accidentally let slip to Azazel so that the angels can get the upper hand in terms of dealing with what his end game is, etc.? Because that's the kind of implication that I got from it. Because otherwise, you know, how did Azazel come about to, I guess, cash in on his bargain? Because if Dean didn't go back in time, then a lot of things would have changed. So yeah. Damn. But yeah, like I said though, when John died, yeah, that was fucked. Cause I was just like blue screen. I was blue screening. It was just really, like, you just don't expect it, but it makes sense in regards to the deal made, and now we know why things came about in the very beginning, really. Because of Azazel cashing in. We got a greater detail about Azazel and his plans, really. And yeah, I mean, what I do really loved about that moment is, because with John, he was very uncharacteristic in a sense. He was sweet and he was, head over heels really with Mary. And obviously there is that trauma made with Azazel, with what he did to Mary's parents, with the deal that has been set and everything that came about. And I'm just going back to the moment where obviously we had Sam die, and he does like with John and how sweet he was. It's not like Dean, is it? It's more so Sam. Like Sam, like I always make a mention about how Sam's the more emotional one and is, like, if anything, the more passionate one, I guess, in terms of showcasing that, I guess, lovey-dovey emotion. Because it was, like I said, it was uncharacteristic. The John we know has that kind of really rough exterior, in a sense. But I am just thinking back to when Sam died. And Azazel did make a mention about, how do you know this is the Sam that you brought back? Like, how do you not know that he's changed? And I don't know if that kind of kickstarted things in the aspect of, like, John becoming a bit more rougher in regards to his character. I don't know. I just know, though, I forgot to make a mention of this in the beginning of this fourth section, that there is a spin-off called The Winchesters. I don't know if that continues after this episode or whatever, but I believe that is a prequel, before the main series. So I'm wondering if that details about the hunt continuing for Mary, because she wanted out of this, really. And then obviously John adopts everything. So I am wondering if that kind of is an extension. I mean, I'm not going to, want spoilers. I might check it out one day. But yeah, I am wondering it now with, this episode in mind, if that is an extension of what this episode was. But boy, yeah, loved the Back to the Future bits as well, because there were quite a few Back to the Future moments. Even the diner bit. It was very, very interesting. It did look a bit odd when Dean woke up and he saw all of that surroundings, and he pulled out his phone. John didn't know what it was, so I was starting to be like, wait a second, and then yeah. But what I really, really liked was the whole moment where you had that, hey, Winchester, and then but it was a parallel to Marty and George, when I think it was Biff, who was say, hey, McFly, and then they both turn. There was that DeLorean bit. Even Dean was kind of hitting on his mother in a sense. So yeah, because there was that kind of thing where Marty's mother, like, yeah, less said about that the better. But yeah, and then of course there is that potential risk of you losing, and there was even a DeLorean reference that was not subtle whatsoever. But there was also that bit where the future of I guess the main character is at peril, really, because I mean, I'm throwing out a dish load of spoilers, but I'm guessing you've seen it. I mean, you could be like me a couple of years ago where I never saw Back to the Future. So, by the way, my reactions to Back to the Future are available on Patreon and YouTube. So yeah. Anyways, enough of that plug. No, it could be a case where like the main character gets removed from existence. In this case, for Supernatural, it was a very drastic measure because John died, and if John stayed dead, yeah, who's Dean and Sam? We know as Samuel. So, but I really love how I guess that was basically where Mary, I guess, got the inspiration to call Dean and Sam, because he had Deanna and Dean, yeah. But yeah, that was a bit more drastic. I mean, Azazel wanted Mary to take the deal because, I mean, he was licking his lips, really. So, and it would have been very, very unfortunate if the latter was chosen, where Mary didn't take the deal whatsoever. So yeah, but oi. I just really, really, I think this was one of the best episodes because it was just great to know a bit further about not just, I guess, Dean and Sam's parents as a whole, but also an extent. Well, it threw quite a few surprises. Azazel's plan came, not the full plan. The end game is still a bit up in the air at the minute, but we got to know about the fact that he made this pact with Mary, and now you can look back at past episodes, or Mary being included, because I know she appeared as a spirit. I think it was episode 9 of season 1. I think it was. I'm not exactly sure, but around that area, you can look back at moments like that and be like, "That's why." And it all makes sense now that I know this. But it was just very, very tense as well, it was just very interesting because there were moments where you're like, I know where this is going. Like Dean telling Mary about the night she died, but not revealing the fact that she died that night. It is, and you can't really blame Dean whatsoever. I was just thinking back as well to episode 20 of season 2, especially when he was talked about the fact that you do know if, when Castile talked about the fact that you do know if you change the future, all of this shit doesn't happen. And you just think back to what was and what should have been, something around those lines in terms of the title of that episode. You had Dean in that perfect life, but it's where they wouldn't have become hunters. Obviously things could have been a lot better for Dean in that episode, but Sam and Jess, they were together. Mary was alive. John sadly still died. But I was just thinking back to that episode when Castile made that mention. So there are quite a few episodes you can reflect on with this episode in regards to certain bits and pieces. But obviously when he spoke about the fact that, when he made that mention about, I want you to not get out of bed on this certain date, the date you die. Yeah. I mean, that was inevitable, but that's what Dean would have done, I feel. And I feel like a lot of people would be in that position where they would be like, I want you to avoid to do this, avoid that, don't do this, if it meant for a happier life, really. A life where you could save someone. And it's not just the fact that he told Mary, don't do this on this day. It's the fact that he was planning to kill Azazel. And I'm just worried about guilt that might creep up on Dean. I mean, that Castile has said, well, this was always meant to happen, etc. but it still is not going to diminish the fact that there is going to be that guilt, because not only did Dean fail to kill Azazel at a point where things could have been a lot different for the boys, for John, for Mary, but also, like I said, he spilled the beans. And to be fair, he didn't know that Samuel was possessed. I didn't know until he was eyeing up the cult, like, huh, okay. I'm like, no, you fucking didn't. So, yeah. But it's just one of those things that you're gonna kick yourself for. But as Castile said, this was always supposed to happen, but it still doesn't make it easier, so... yeah. Man. I just love the fact, though, that he did influence John in terms of taking the Impala. So, yeah. But I was also really, really surprised that the focus wasn't so much on Dean and John. But Dean, yeah, it was more so centralized around Mary and the fact that she was a hunter as well. So, there was no way, like, I thought, she knew of, John's activities as a hunter, didn't get involved, but she was, she knew. But, she wanted to put that life, to be fair, she wanted to put that life behind her. She stated multiple times in this episode, no, I'm done with this. So, yeah. This was a really, really taxing episode on the mind, because so much shit happened, so much was uncovered, and it's like... and Castile needs to stop being fucking cryptic. Like, you need to stop it. Stop what? Peace. I was just like, every time that Castile emerges in this episode, it's just like he does that like moment where he says something cryptic and then just poofs out of existence. So it was just like, you know what? If you were like if I could kill you, I would kill you. So that's the mindset I would be at, because you just keep vanishing. You just keep saying you need to stop it. Boom. Or you just appear in a very, very, like, you don't even knock. Knocking is a thing, Castile, so bloody hell. But yeah, there was a lot of things that, there was a lot of things that went down. Oh. I just really, really thought that this was a fantastic episode. Like I said, probably one of my favorites of all time. Just with the fact that we learn, like, even in depth, we learn a bit more about Azazel and the fact that there is that endgame and Sam. Something needs to be done. And the fact that this was more so an education trip for Dean rather than a chance for him to amend something. So, hoy. But I really thought that this was a phenomenal episode. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!